someone came in and their feet were just so clammy. We did have a heat wave.
Hyperhidrosis.
And it was just like, it didn't matter what I did. Like,
Yeah.
so I always do a wash off of the feet first and I dry them off, all of that. But then it's like I could
Constant.
not move. I couldn't. My thumbs were sticking. Like, I couldn't do anything to get anything because it was just so clammy and sweaty, and it was like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I
Those
do.
odd
And you
clients.
do run into clients with hyperhidrosis, and I find a lot of, because I've had students with it, and a lot of them, they find it improves with regular reflexology. Doesn't fix it 100%, but it improves. But that's the type of client that I would say bring in a really thin pair of socks next time.
Okay, interesting.
And let the socks be the
Absorb.
absorbent. Otherwise, you've got your towel there under the feet, lift and wipe, lift and wipe, lift and wipe. Because that's another thing that I love. A lot of times when clients do transition, they get what I call a release. And, my son, if he had digestive issues, the stomach is bigger than, the eyes are bigger than the stomach.
Yes.
And I would work his digestive reflexes, and that whole area of the intestines would start to sweat. Nowhere else on the foot, just there.
Interesting.
And so I would point at, I said, feel your foot, feel the difference. And I would see that with like some in the lungs, right? Some in the dorsal chest. And I go, feel that. And they're like, well, that's sweating. I go, yeah, because you're having a release here.
Yeah.
Right. So this is a great sign.
Yeah.
But with a client like that, it's more likely hyperhidrosis.
Yeah. No, those are
But
great
some
points.
thin
I know.
socks, from the dollar store.
Yeah.
And or even have a couple of pairs in your
In the
office
office.
and then
Yep.
send them home with them.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
No,
then
that's great.